Hello, and welcome to the TED Ed podcast. We are thrilled to have you join us as we delve into the intricate and ever-evolving landscapes of politics and finance, both within the United States and across the globe. In each episode, our goal is to provide insightful discussions, informed analysis, and diverse perspectives on the events of shaping our world. We believe in fostering a deep understanding of the forces that drive economies and influence governance, and we are committed to bringing you content that is both educational and engaging. Exploring various facets of this topic, from policy implications and economic impacts to the societal changes driven by these advancements. Thank you for tuning in. We invite you to join us on this journey of discovery and discussion. You can subscribe to our podcast on your preferred platform and find additional resources and show notes on our website. Stay informed, stay engaged, and let's explore the world together.
All right, people, we is here. We on the air. We is on the air. Yeah. And the latest thing we got going on now is President Bone Spurs is saying he wants to change the Department of Defense to the Department of War because he said we won the war and I won the war, and he ain't did shit because he voted the damn draft.
Won what war?
He said he helped win the war, World War II. Yeah, I was there. We got the World War II and we won it and all this. I said, that nigga ain't won shit. Let me excuse my French people. Oh, excuse my French. That's why they called him Private Bone Spurs. he, he dodged the draft and let everybody else go out there and get killed in the Vietnam War. And he got nerve to tell people that he ought to be ashamed of his damn self.
Ain't nothing to shame him, bro.
And then he turned around there and dogged John McCain out because he was a prisoner of war. you ain't nothing. You was a prisoner of war or whatever. You didn't even go. You sit around there and hid yourself because you didn't want to go to the draft, but at least I did to help defend my country. Poor John, he over there and he a prisoner of war. They beating the crap out of him, messing him all up. And old Bone Spurs, he's sitting over there with his daddy in New York City, ripping people off, calling black folks and stuff dumb and stupid.
Low IQ.
Low IQ and robbing them blind and not letting them come into his buildings and stuff, man, discriminating against the folks in the country. But he got nerve enough to say something about John McCain. He ought to be ashamed of himself. And somebody needed to call him out. Anyway, that was the headline for the day.
Well, the headline is Lisa Cook.
Oh man, why you gotta mess with Sister Girl? She ain't done nothing wrong. They around there that brought up some old crap and everything, saying that girl that misused her daggone mortgage, FHA mortgage, and she didn't even do nothing. They can't even prove that. All they did was some accusations and stuff. And he gonna fire her because of her accusation.
Well, she got a big lawsuit going.
I know she is because he can't do it. He does not have the power and stuff to fire a Federal Reserve governor. That's the Congress is the one that can do that. But Bone Spurs don't care. He said, I don't care. Congress gonna follow me. They're gonna do what I tell them to do. That's exactly what he said. He doesn't care. That's why he's gonna change the name to. Oh my goodness!
He's trying to do everything he can to keep people off of that Epstein case.
Oh yeah, he said he's gonna do something here to deal with these folks here. But it's still out there, man. They're supposed to have subpoenaed the estate of Mr. Man, and the people, the attorney for the estate says all they got to do is send them a subpoena, and they'll give them that daggone birthday book. So I don't know. Comer and stuff, who was the chairman and stuff of the oversight committee and stuff and everything, he is chicken shit. So I don't know if he's gonna send a
Oh, he ain't
subpoena out or
nothing but
not.
a sucker ass anyway. Big dumb sucker ass.
So we'll see if he's gonna put out a subpoena for that for the estate.
Let me just say this. Microplastic. Do not drink out of plastic bottles. Microplastic. I'm telling you, look it up. It's messing with people's brains, getting all into your system. Drinking water right now is at a scarce. Now, really good drinking water is at a scarcity now. I mean, you would think that our country would have better water systems where we can have good, fresh, clean water. You know, they dump all kind of stuff. Like here in Florida, they dump all kind of shit in our drinking water, and they call themselves purifying it, and it's still horrible. Same thing, and I don't know, and Chicago, California, all these cities, New York, they call themselves changing those leaded pipes out, but now you got hundreds of people, businesses that's selling water. Bottled water is $2.99, even higher in some places. You got these plastic in these plastic containers selling for $1.50 for water. For water, they have commoditized water to the point that there are people that don't even drink out the faucet no more. They don't drink water out the faucet, and all they're doing is drinking all that plastic and eroding their bodies and their mind. Because that plastic, everywhere that plastic is, it goes right into your body. If you're going to drink water, it's more expensive. You have to drink out of a glass. If you're buying water, drink out of a glass, a bottled glass water. That water been sitting up there for months and months. And that plastic just seeps all into that water, especially when it's 100 degrees stuck in some warehouse. Plastic bags. That's really why these people say plastic bags, plastic straw. It only is not bad for it's bad for the environment, but it's bad for your body. So I'm just putting that out there. But one thing I wanted to talk about.
Well, before you leave that,
Go ahead.
we're still staying on diseases and bad stuff out there. Our whatever that son of a gun Junior's name is, RFK Jr. is, he and Trump says that they are going to, in the next month or so, they're going to ban the COVID-19 vaccine.
Boy, instead of making it better, they're gonna just stop
They
it.
said they're gonna ban it. They're gonna ban the COVID-19 vaccine.
They don't
That's
give a
what
shit
they
about
got
the
out.
American
We're
people,
gonna
bro.
ban it. We're gonna ban the COVID-19. That's got to be the stupidest thing I've seen in the world. And Trump is sitting down there with him and stuff and backing him up. Oh yeah, we're gonna eliminate the COVID-19 vaccine after he done let that stuff go hog wild and kill over 1 million people in this country. So anyway, I had to say that because it fell in line with that plastic stuff. Okay, go ahead.
Well, the new thing. What is the new thing now? We've been talking about it, but you know, and what we've been talking about is AI, And then the digital currency that's popping up, and everybody's all wild about it. They've been talking about AI, and I see your Apple trying to get in good, trying to get in some AI on their phones now. However, that's going to be hard to tap into because it's going to take at least 18 to 36 months to get that thing operating. But here's the thing. I decided to say, they always come up with some BS, these stock market people, what's the hot stuff? And, you should invest in this and that and that, da, da, da. Well, do you know that we no longer have cassettes? We no longer deal with DVDs, CDs, floppy disks. Some of y'all don't even know what a floppy disk is. We no longer do pay phones. We no longer do pagers. Fax machines is out. Overhead projectors is gone. Seaway, you remember Seaway? Get on that little thing and just ride. Oh yeah, that was a hot thing for about 5 or 10 years. Okay. Road maps. We don't do road maps no more. We got GPS, bro. I remember I used to have a book that thick to go out in the field so I could know where the hell I'm going. And I would park on the side and look for the thing and go down. Okay. Encyclopedias. What is encyclopedia? They don't know what encyclopedia is. They go to Wikipedia now. Film cameras is out. Disposable
Polaroids.
cameras is out.
Polaroids.
Hey, you remember the Hummer?
Mm-hmm.
Gone. Pontiacs, man. Hey, man, I think my family owned about 3 or 4 Pontiacs. Come on now. They gone. Blockbuster. Remember
Oh,
Blockbuster? Oh
yes,
man, we used to go
sir.
every weekend, man. Let's go
Go in
get a
there and
movie.
get your DVDs and CDs and your VHS tapes.
Yes.
Watch the
Toys
movies.
R Us. Gone, bro. Toys R Us is gone. Circus City. Woo, that was a hot thing there, boy. Circus City. Man, we used to go there every weekend. Look for stuff.
Well. Best Buy hung on for a while, but it looks like they're getting ready to go.
They getting ready to
Best
shut
Buy
it
hung
down
on.
too.
Best Buy hung on, but it looked like they're getting ready to bite the bullet. They already done filed bankruptcy.
Oh, really? Oh, my
Yes,
goodness.
sir. Best Buy done filed bankruptcy, brother. They getting ready to roll them out the door. They hanging on for as long as they can, but Best Buy filing bankruptcy. Don't forget Sears and Roebucks and
Ooh,
Woolworths
Sears and Robot.
and Woolworths.
Oh, yeah. They don't know nothing about no
Woolworths.
Woolworth.
Yeah,
Woolworth been
Woolworth.
gone for a while.
Oh man, that's a
What
long
about
time.
J.C. Penney? Is J.C.
The
Penney still
J.C.
around? I think
Penney,
they
they
gone.
getting ready to bite the last bite is getting ready to come out. They done already done getting ready to close down all their stores. That's another thing coming up. They closing them down. Montgomery Wards.
Oh, man. They don't know nothing about no
Spiegel.
Montgomery Wards.
Spiegels.
Is that the one that had the magazine?
Yep, that's the one in the magazine. Spiegel magazine.
Boy, I'm telling you, see, what I'm saying is the new thing.
Yes,
Now, they was talking about, I'm going to go back to this new thing. We just listed about 20 of those things that's just gone. But here's the thing. They say that AI is going to wipe out software, bro. Going to wipe it out. You got software engineers, bro. They've been making a lot of money. They're getting ready to wipe AI will wipe
not
out.
not really. You're right. It could wipe out the software and everything, but the only company and stuff that's really making anything off the software is Microsoft, because Apple They almost giving away all their software. You don't have to buy anything on Microsoft. Now they got some apps out there that you have to purchase, but most of the software and everything, especially operating system and everything, Microsoft has a monopoly on that. But they're gonna be
Well,
it could do it. They're right. It could wipe them out. Yes, sir. Possible.
well, the reason why I'm bringing all this up, people, is because all of these things were available in our lifetime, my lifetime, Ed's lifetime. They're all gone. And to us, those were creature comforts, a lot of them. You know, we didn't have to spend our money, go to the movies, and go spend $5 to get a DVD, and put it in a doggone machine, and the whole family can watch for $5. So the thing, and I can go on. And see, the thing is that there is always going to be a new thing because they're about making money. You got to come up with different ideas and different creative things so that, and once you get a number of people using that particular thing, that's how you make that money. So they've been talking up this AI, rightfully so, because it's a good technical thing that you can use. However, don't let it overwhelm you. That's what I say. Just like when it comes to this digital money, don't let it over because you got too many scammers out there now. So just be aware. The only people that's gonna make money off of this is the ones that's got big money. They know how to wheel and deal and what have you. Now you might be lucky and smart enough or whatever and make some money off of these deals, but for the most part, the people with the big money, they're going to make hand over fist with this stuff. So, that's all I got. A lot of stuff, bro, that's going on out there, though. So much.
Quite a bit. And man, there is absolutely so much stuff that's happening out there. And we're finding out and everything that the folks and stuff who don't know too much about this stuff are acting like Trump. Anytime you bring their stuff up, they change the subject. They change the subject. They ask Trump about something going on, and he changes the subject, or he talked about it and everything. So you don't know what you're talking about. They change the subject. Now, after he done brought Putin over here and let him get on our soil, have our troops to bow down to him and put a red carpet down for him, ride him in the beast, and the Americans built the beast car. He rode him around in it, carried him the way he had to go, brought him back, kissed his behind almost. Part of the axis of evil, as Bush used to say. I guess he hasn't been humiliated enough, so they keep asking him about all these tariff stuff going on, and he know that he ain't signed a damn thing with tariffs going on, so he brings up, well, me and Kim Jong Un are going to be meeting up and everything in a few more months. He coming over here, I'm coming over there, and we're gonna meet up and we're gonna talk, and we got stuff going on. So he done changed the narrative just like that.
And it's already been reported that he's sending troops over there to Russia to help them out. And armament. That's what kind of traitor he is. Did you hear? Did
Nope.
you hear that? Did you read? Now I don't know how true this is. See, we only get information what we read about, different sections and everything. And I'm just saying they putting it out there that he wants him to come to the World Soccer League in LA, where they gonna have a competition. Putin in LA. What kind of asinine shit is this? This is ridiculous. Coming to LA, bro. He didn't put it
Man, I
out there.
can't. All this stuff going on and all that crap that this man is talking about. It's hard to believe that he is doing this. SHIT.
Right in front of our
I'm gonna
face.
spell it. It's hard to believe
Right
that
in front of our face.
he's even thinking about doing this, and he got them dumb summer guns sitting behind him in the cabinet. And anytime he says something stupid, they just rally around his stupidity. Oh, he's a brilliant mind. Trump has a brilliant mind. He has a brilliant mind. And he knows what he's doing. He's the art of the deal. He's the this. He's the that. He's the this. And they let him get away with that bull crap. Nobody says anything about it. All the news people, they are scared to say anything because he might turn around and tell them that he's going to sue them and they're going to have to pay some money or they're going to lose their job because they open their mouth to tell the truth.
That's correct.
They are afraid. And we don't know who the hell to listen to, Ted. I'm sorry. And I'm telling the audience out there, we don't even know who to get our news from. We try to get our news from the most reliable sources we can, people who got all the facts, people who got stuff that's documented and they can show that this is going on. But we don't know. We have no idea. None whatsoever. The only thing we can do is just keep trying. Somebody say something, then we got to find out how they back this up and where this thing came from. Because if you don't go back and get the history of where it came from, you don't know if it's true or not. You don't know.
Yeah. And these news people are in the same predicament. Because the news they're getting is from the White House. And
but most of them know that some of that stuff, Ted, is not true. Anybody who looks at that daggone Nutlick or whatever his name is, and he can sit there and tell people we got an agreement and for the tariffs and everything for it, and these people and stuff, when you call them up, you call Japan up or South Korea or Vietnam or whoever, and say, do they have a deal with you? No. There is no deal. We haven't signed anything. But they'll turn around there and say, well, we got a principle of a deal. What the hell is a goddamn principle? Excuse my French, people. What the hell is a principle?
Yeah. Well, it's just like healthcare. He got a concept.
Yeah, I got a concept of a player.
He's been talking about that shit for 10 years.
Oh man, he got a concept.
But they still vote them white. Hey, them folks voted them in.
But Ted, them folks out there are dogging their representatives out. I'm pretty sure, Ted, it ain't gonna be too far more distance down the road is that these people out there in these red states gonna start rising up because they ain't taking no more of that crap. Every time you hear about somebody, a Republican representative doing the town hall, that son of a gun got to run out the door because some people gonna dog him out, boo him down, everything in red states. In Missouri, the other day, they had a town hall and stuff there. What's his name? Mark something here. I had my glasses on. Mark Alford was in the town hall with his people in Missouri.
I saw it.
The man told him in the audience, get your head out of Trump's ass. Get your head out of his ass. Yep. And there was a standing ovation when he said it. Yep. This man said, I'm losing my farm. Yep. I'm losing my farm. And you still sitting around here playing tiddlywinks with this knucklehead up there on 1600 in Pennsylvania Avenue.
Hey, that was News Live. because he said, I came from California and I inherited this farm, but I'm losing my farm. I'm losing my farm. He said, I worked for 30 some years in California, lived a good life, came here, and y'all ain't doing nothing here. All these farmers are losing their farms. We don't have any, our soybeans are not being bought. We got Brazil over there buying up, growing soybeans and corn, and China got contracts with them. Oh yeah, they'll buy a little bit of our stuff, but it ain't gonna be worth it.
China ain't buying none of their stuff. There's a few countries that's buying just a little bit of their
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, it said it ain't gonna be
Brazil,
worth it.
Brazil is damn near the breadbasket now. We used to be the breadbasket, but Brazil is the breadbasket now, folks. They're the ones who doing soybean and corn and stuff, and people are buying it. They got contracts for the next 10 years for a bunch of
I'm
countries and
just,
stuff to sell.
Ed, I'm telling you that these people made a calculation. They said these damn farmers ain't doing shit but just taking our money. We already give them all kind of subsidies and all kind of loans that they don't even pay back. And then when they get in trouble, we got to bail them out. So they just made they're making a decision. Hey, piss on the farmers. That's what they're saying. Now the big farmers, they gonna make it. They're gonna make it. I can guarantee you that. Or they'll just turn that doggone land into developments. That's what they want to do.
Well, that's probably the best thing they're gonna be able to do, turn it into development, because they got a lot of these farmers in our country have a lot of systemic problems and stuff that they have not dealt with. They've been selling their grain and stuff for so many years to these people and everything, and that all they consider is that as long as you get in the grain, you shouldn't have a problem. Well, a lot of these countries and stuff now, including China, including Canada, and all the other countries who are buying this grain and stuff, they are afraid of our grain because we're spraying this our fields and stuff with these chemicals, and nobody can tell them what kind of chemicals is being sprayed on these fields. But people are afraid to buy our grain now, even if they do be able to accept it. They can't because our farmers can't tell them what they put on their grain, what kind of seed that they put in the ground, what time of the year did they plant this stuff, when did they harvest it, what time of day did they harvest it, how did they harvest it. Most of these other countries and stuff now, technology is so tough, Ted, that they can tell people and stuff when the daggone corn or the soybean first starts showing up out the ground, because they got drones and stuff flying over their crops
Yeah.
and documenting this stuff and everything. So when anybody call them up and say, what happened here? What happened on this day is sitting there in their data, and they can send it right there to them. This is what happened. We can't do that now as our farms and stuff here in the United States, because we are so used to just putting whatever we want to put on our soil, digging up how we want to do it, and just as long as they got the finished product, nobody cared. But those days is over with. They're over with. They got to start doing something. They got to go back. They got to go back and redo their whole system of planting and growing as
Yeah,
far as agriculture.
and then they got to cultivate the dirt and make sure that the dirt is good soil.
A good soil, and they need to, and they have testing and stuff for the ground and stuff. What the pH of the ground before you start putting your seed in the ground? All that is being documented by these other countries. Brazil is doing it. They just started doing it because guess what happened? Those Chinese came over there and told them what they're going to have to do and what they got to get done, how they're going to document this stuff. And they gave them the technology and stuff in which to do this stuff with. That's why they're buying their daggone grain and whatever they have, other soil they got, and their farm animals. They can't tell them where this meat came from, what hog and stuff produce that pork or that bacon. All that. They can't do it. You have to document that stuff now so people know what the heck is going on.
Yeah, and we don't have a chicken
So,
business no more.
yeah, we got to
The
change our
Chinese,
whole.
the Chinese got the chicken business.
Yeah, they got all the technology. They have the technology and they're giving it to these other people out there. They're suppliers. They're giving it to them and say, hey, you need to do this because this is what we want to have to happen before we will buy your grain, before we will buy your animals or your dairy farmers.
Well, the thing is that, and this is just my opinion. You know, when I was in high school, I was a Future Farmers of America.
Yep, you was the FFA,
4 years, 4 years,
Future
bro.
F's of America. Future F's of America. That's what y'all were.
And
And you all
the reason why is because my old
you
man used to try
walking
to
around the
be.
school in y'all blue corduroy jackets
Yes,
and
you saw it. Hey, I wasn't changing either.
yellow lettering on the back
That's
of
right.
it, and
I wasn't
y'all
changed
running
either.
around the school all
Hey, I
proud
walked
with
around
y'all
there
blue
in swag.
corduroys on.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. And I'm gonna tell you, we went to some of those farmers' farms, bruh. My man used to try to do a little part-time farm. He had his combine and his tractor, and he tried to do soybeans and corn and all that stuff. He just couldn't get no more land. However, man, when we went to those farmers, man, they had acres and acres and acres of land. And they had these big, nice. We had a couple of tractors. They was old. They ran. It was good, but it wasn't no modern shit. They had even back then. They had where they had the clothes in. The sun is not on your head, and you got the clothes in. They even got radios in the doggone thing and all that. That was in 1966.
Hmm. Yep. And
So
and
I'm
and they
just saying,
almost had air inside
yeah, they probably do have air now. They
it. They
probably
got
do
air
have air.
now.
They got, CDs in there and everything else. So
Yep.
I'm just saying that if you really look at it, these farmers, they sort of kind of take things for granted. It's like they earned, you know, what they got. How did they get that land, Ed? How did they get all that land? How did they get set up the farm? Because most of them came off the boat.
Yep.
Their daddy and mama didn't have no money. They came over here to get a living. And all of a
Yep.
sudden now they got thousands and thousands of acres of land
Yep. They did.
because
Yep.
they got subsidized.
They came over here and the little farmers they bought their land up. All the little farmers around them they bought their land up because most of them people was farming maybe 20 acres of land or maybe 50 at the most, and they thought that was big time. But these farmers came in and bought that stuff out. They just said, "Hey, we gonna buy you out. We got money to buy you out." And
Yep.
they've been getting farm aid just like other folks and stuff are getting aid. They still getting farm aid, and they've
Yeah,
been
just
getting
like
that.
so they've been getting welfare for years.
They've been getting welfare for decades, and you better not stop giving them welfare, or you was in trouble. You're gonna lose your job. They
So I
had a
don't know.
strong lobbying groups in every state. Take care of their farmers, make sure they got so they can go out and buy them $500,000 combines or $1 million combines and stuff, or $1 million tractors and stuff and everything, because they gave money to do it. They
Yeah.
had money to buy that stuff. Man, every 3 or 4 years, they done got them a new tractor, brand new, brand spanking new. But
They're
it
going out
was,
of business now, bro.
it was a negative thing when they talking about giving aid to folks and stuff who needed to get food. We want to get some food stamps. We can't keep on giving you all food stamps, but you can get a farmer food stamps. Man, long history people out there. There's been a long history of this
Well,
stuff going on.
I want to talk about football.
About who?
Football.
Oh man.
Foosball. I want to talk about foosball.
Well, what happened with your boy Ted?
my boy is my boy Sanders.
His daddy mad. His daddy mad in the summer, guy.
The way they treating him, man, is just that is criminal.
I'm talking about his other boy, the one that's one there in
They
Tampa
got
Bay.
cut by the Bucks.
Yeah. What
Yeah,
happened to him?
I'm gonna tell you right now. 94, 84, whatever his number is, and the guy's name, I think it was Davison or something like that. I'm gonna tell you that dude. I don't know if he got paid to harass them because I looked at a play and somebody slowed it down. How that guy, the play was over. It was over 30 seconds before they got entangled, and everybody else was walking off the field. And this guy was still messing with Shoot Sanders, and Sanders grabbed him by the helmet to tell him to get off of me, man. And then the guy grabbed him again and started, hit him upside the head. But it wasn't no real wild punch like he did. And I'm ashamed of the Bucks. I am ashamed of the Bucks.
Well, according to the news, they threw him out the National Football League.
For throwing a punch?
Yeah, they said that Shallow got thrown off for the National Football. He threw it out of the league.
For throwing a punch.
Throwing that punch. According to some news people out there, they say he was thrown out. So I don't know. I didn't go through the whole
No,
thing.
he got cut. He got cut by the Bucks.
Oh, the Bucks cut him.
Yeah, that's all it was. He got cut. You don't get thrown out the league for throwing a punch.
Well, that's what they said. He got thrown out of the league.
You
I didn't
might
know he
get
got
kicked
cut.
out the game, but you don't get thrown out the league for throwing a punch. Because all he did was slap him upside the head. And he had his helmet on. If that's the case, then there's a whole lot of people need to be thrown out the league. Because they be throwing hands all the time.
So are they still paying him after they throw him out? They cut him
I
or
have
what?
no idea. He been
Because
cut.
he's supposed to be on a contract with them, right?
I read that his agent stopped being his agent. That's good. I'm glad you're gone, bro.
Well, his agent. His agent was the one that got him into football. He was this top notch. Yeah, this top notch scouting top notch league people and stuff
Well,
out there.
They dropped him. According to the report.
So
I don't know how true it is.
So his agency dropped him.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that means that he can go out there and negotiate his own stuff then, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. And I can guarantee he's going to get picked up somewhere. I can guarantee you that. And they keep on messing around with Shakur.
His brother?
Yeah,
I thought they had announced him as a starter.
No.
They never announced him as a starter. I thought the coaches said he's a starter.
No. They got the other boy, that older guy, he's going to start. They didn't cut him.
Why are they getting all this bad news from, man? Because I saw two news things said he was a starter. That the coach had announced him as a starter. Unless they don't know what the hell that they're talking about. I guess there's so many people out there trying to catch up with the news and stuff, man. You don't know who the hell to believe. Because I've read two headlines and stuff saying that the head coach, had announced him to be the starter for their first home game, for their first game of the year.
No.
That's what I heard. Now, I didn't go through it. I didn't do anything in reading. I just read the headline that the coach has announced him as his starter. After all that stuff was going on and people started banging him over the head and everything and talking about the owner, and I think those two of them boys.
Joe Flacco was going to start.
I thought he was injured.
Well, he started the last preseason game and he did pretty good. Then he only ran about 4 or 5 plays, and he threw a touchdown. No, Joe Flacco was going to start.
Oh. Huh. Well, Another day in the saga of the Sanders boys, huh?
Yeah, well, you know, I'm gonna have to give it to Dion. I just have to give it to him, man. You know, he trained his boys, and I'm gonna tell you, man, they are such gentlemen, nice people. So, you know, and Dion, he don't play neither.
Mm-mm. He told them
So,
boys they had a big thing about Dion telling the kids that they couldn't wear no flip flops out there on the campus. They better
no,
sit in the front. They better sit in the front row of class.
yeah,
They better not wear no hoodies, no hoods and stuff around the
they got to
campus.
dress. They got to dress.
They got to dress. You can't be sitting around there half stepping. And they checking on their grades.
And not only that, he feeds them well, bro.
Oh yeah.
Quality food. So, you know, they can't complain. You got a place to stay. You playing football. You eating good.
And you're making money.
And you're making money. So you can't ask for no more than that, bro. Because even if you're getting a couple of grand a month or 1,000 a month or whatever, some of them making $5,000 and $10,000 a month. But the point is,
That's enough to take care of yourself, keep you out of trouble, keep them out there ripping off folks and stuff, stealing from somebody,
go to class.
running out there and going and dealing with the wrong people, selling yourself away for real cheap and everything for a suit. You got money in your pocket. You shouldn't have to do all that.
There you go. All you got to do is go to class, do
Just
the
go to
homework.
class and act like a gentleman. Act like a student because you are a what? A student
Student.
athlete.
That's right.
You are a student and then an
And
athlete.
nowadays they paying you. In our day, Ed, you'd be lucky if you got work study.
Oh man, you Sunday man, you around there eating them vinyl
Hot
sausages and
dogs,
crackers,
Porgy Pigs.
vinyl sausages out the can and crackers.
Hot dogs and Porgy Pigs.
Yeah.
Maybe somebody will invite you over to their house.
Yes, sir. Hey, coach, I'm hungry today.
I call the coach, hey, coach, I need some food. Come on,
Yes,
I'll take you to the store.
yeah, man. Somebody would turn around there and say, man, we got a barbecue over so and so's house, man. Come on, let's go.
Telling you, bro, these guys, they don't know how good they got it.
They don't know how, they damn sure know how to good they got. You got to hitchhike back home and stuff,
Oh,
man.
man, please.
Coming, man. Christmas,
If you ain't got
Thanksgiving
no
come,
car, stay
man.
with us.
Hey, man, can I get a ride back to the crib? Chicago, take me back to Chicago, man. I can make it from there. You go to Chicago, I can make it from there.
Woo, boy, I'm telling you, bro. They don't know how good they got it. They're sitting
Yes,
around here
sir,
riding
man.
around in
Hell,
nice little mid-sized cars and
yes,
some of them
sir.
luxury cars.
Hell yeah, man. You got gas. You can put gas in your car and stuff, man. You ain't got to get
You
out
ain't
there
got to
and
be
stuff.
begging nobody for no gas money.
You gotta do nothing. You gotta hustle your books up and everything, man. I missed a book and everything I couldn't find in the bookstore and stuff. Hey man, you got that book, man? Let me buy it for let me buy your book. Cause I ain't got the money to buy it, so let me buy your book.
Hey, and then you get that little summer job. You say, well, okay, you got to make sure that you got all your
Yeah.
clothes set up, bro. You got to
And,
use
and
that money to buy your clothes for the year.
and then a lot of times you catch one of the more rich boys and stuff, man, with one of them Jews and stuff who they parents and bought all their books. And end of the school year, you got that class coming up and say, hey man, you got a used book in there, man. Can I buy that book for $25. I need that book. And then you come around there and wait until the school started and everything, and the professor said, well, we ain't doing the second edition. We're gonna have to do the third edition. But that goddamn book ain't no good.
Boy, I'm telling you, man.
Now, all you folks out there who listen to this show, I know you all don't believe what we telling you, but This is the gospel truth, because this is what happened. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, this shit happened. It is, we ain't telling you nothing that new. Shoot, we used to pool our money together on Sunday because the cafeteria only served one meal on Sunday. You didn't get up in the morning to eat, you was in trouble.
Trouble.
You was in trouble. And people, we love our black music, even back then. Motown, Marvin Gaye, Tammy Terrell, Aretha Franklin, all of them. But we went to schools and,
Don't go there.
and
Don't
you
go
could,
there.
and, then, and you
Don't go
had to
there.
listen to that white folk stuff.
Don't go there.
We left out of Chicago, man, and that was
Don't go
it.
there.
unless at night you wanted to listen to Randy.
You gotta stay up till 11, 12 o'clock at night.
Yeah, Randy way down there in Nashville. I don't know how the hell he got that his signal out, but we used to listen to Randy at night. That's when he came in strong, listen to our music.
Hey, we didn't have no damn machines, DVDs, where we can
none of that.
CDs and all that shit.
Yeah, none of that. None of that. None of that.
And then the cassettes. I don't think they even geared it for.
They wouldn't even have cassettes and stuff like that. They was CDs.
They weren't CDs. They were those tracks. You remember those tracks?
8 tracks. 8
tracks.
8 tracks. They had
But
them 8 tracks.
those things only worked in cars.
Yeah, they call them 8 tracks. And you get to buy 8 tracks, you get the 8 track tape player, people, and all your music is on that 8 track for that one thing. Man. But every now and then, because I was athlete and I had the key to the gym because my coach gave me the key to the gym. Every Friday night we have our own little show around there. Our sock hop out there in the gym and everything. He come and find me. Hey, Bishop, man, you got the key to the gym? Yep, let's go. We go to the gym. Somebody bring their record player. Bring them 45s and 33s. And we jam until about 1 o'clock at night. Every now and then the coach come over there. Bishop, what you doing over there? Hey, coach, I need some entertainment here and everything. Okay, you better be going out of there. Don't let nobody catch you. And folks, I was the what they call it, the locker room boy who handed out football equipment and stuff. I didn't play football, but I had my job and stuff, my 2 hours a day job and stuff, work study was working working in the locker room for the men and
handing
football.
out towels. I did that shit.
Handing out towels, handing out practice jerseys and stuff and everything and all that. Well, people, when I came home, I had me a duffel bag, and it was full of jerseys, practice jerseys and stuff. The only clothes I wore on campus with the football jerseys and stuff and everything. I had a whole duffel bag full of the jerseys and stuff, man.
The shit is crazy, man. I mean, like I say, they don't know how good they got it nowadays.
They know how good they got it, and then they give us, the coach will give us. Sometimes we have our game shoe, practice shoes, and everything. I might have 2-3 pair of gym shoes and stuff now. Hey, coach,
that's one thing that was
I need some gym shoes.
You didn't never have to buy no shoes.
No shoes. We had to buy them shoes, man. We wore them shoes that they gave us for basketball, because we didn't have to worry about buying those shoes. Them All-Stars. They call them All-Stars. And they started to bring them back in style now, Ted. They got them All-Stars and them Jeepers. Oh, man. People, and what we telling you is the absolute God awful truth here. This is what happened. This is how we made it. We can laugh about it now, man, but it was some serious stuff back then.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, people. Ah, man, I look at the kids and stuff now, man, and parents and stuff is carrying them off to school and they packing them all up and bringing everything with them and they curtains to go in their room. Man, we were lucky if our parents gave us gas money or bus money to get to school. And ain't nobody fill out our financial aid papers and stuff. We fill out our own financial aid papers. You didn't fill them out. Your parents weren't filling out nothing for you. And we couldn't depend on them for no book money. No money to pay for your laundry and hell, buy soap powder and
Oh,
stuff
you
and
can forget
everything.
all that.
Man, we had to bum our way around. Shoot, man, we had to wake up in the morning and stuff, and my blue jeans were so stiff, I could just step out and right into my blue jeans and pull them off. He didn't worry about trying to wash them and stuff, man, till we got back home. This is honest God truth, people.
It
Oh,
wasn't no joke. It wasn't no joke.
it wasn't no joke. I'm telling you, folks, it was not a joke, and that's what we had to do to live. I'm telling you. It was a son of a gun. But we made it on through. We were happy. And you folks out there who left off in your school, and I felt sorry for those kids who came from Chicago, the urban area, where they left school and stuff, and everybody in there was black. And you go to a school, and most of these colleges and stuff, especially big schools, they might have had maybe 30 or 40, maybe 30 or 40 black people in the whole school.
Old school.
In the whole school, there may be 30 or 40 black people in the whole school. And I felt sorry for my brothers and stuff who were from these all black schools and stuff in Chicago because they had no idea how to deal with these white folks. None whatsoever. And a whole lot of my friends and brothers and stuff, man, got kicked out because
They couldn't make it, bro.
They couldn't deal with these white folks.
They
They
couldn't
couldn't deal with it. They didn't know how to deal with it. But luckily, we went to high school with all white folks. My incoming class people into the high school that I went to, with this one school that we came from, sent 104 black people into almost an all white school. In 4 years, out of the 105 that came in, guess how many people graduated with us on time? 18.
What?
18 graduated
Wait a minute, out of your class?
out of my class. We
Damn.
had 100. We had 104 came from Pembroke Consolidated School District into St. Anne High School. In 4 years, 18 of us graduated on time. That was it.
Wow.
They all got kicked out, got put behind, or they left and went off and started working, or
Wow.
got put in jail.
I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, 18 of us graduated. We finally, in our senior year, when we all got in there, we got together as a group and called ourselves the Us Club. We all stuck together. The Us Club. That was it. That was our name.
I probably can name every one of those 18 people then, because
You probably could.
I didn't know that.
Yes, sir. 18 of us
104
graduated.
people came out of your 8th grade class.
And 18 graduated on time.
Wow.
18 of us graduated on time. We stayed in there. We all the 4 years. Now there was a couple of them and stuff and everything who went to summer school and graduated. There was at least one or two more and everything that came back to school that following year and everything, and they graduated in the next graduating class. Other than that, I'd say at least 80% of those kids who came in did not make it at all. Did not graduate out of high school. That is our history, folks. Our history. I'm telling you, that's our history. That's where we came from. That's where we came through. And all of us and stuff who came out of that 18, we all went off to college. We all became professionals because we knew how to deal with white folks. That is
Well,
our
when you
history,
think
people.
about it, I'm thinking about all those people, and yeah, and I can name a bunch of them right now, and that's exactly right.
Hmm. Absolutely. And me and Gloria Smith were the youngest kids in our graduating class.
Mm.
I was 16 and Gloria was 16, but she was older than me by a couple of months.
Mm.
And people didn't realize I was 16 years old when I graduated.
I didn't know you were 16 when you graduated.
I was 16 years old when I graduated out of high school. Yes, sir. Me and Gloria Smith were the youngest folks in our class. And they gave us me and Gloria got a honorable mention or a plaque because out of 4 years of high school, I missed 1 3/4 days. She missed 2 days in 4 years.
Well, that's like Charles Anderson. He didn't miss no days.
He missed no day. Well, he was a bad son of a gun because I missed 1 3/4 day. And one of the 3/4 days that I missed is I had an accident going to school in my car when I was a senior. That was the 3/4 days. And my mama said, "You got to go to school, boy, even though you had your accident. Get out of here and go into school." Have somebody come and take me to school. I couldn't miss no school. My parents didn't allow me to miss no school. And people, this is the honest God truth. Most of the time, all we had going off to school was one meal a day. One meal. That's all we ate. And that was lunch at school.
Yep.
That was it. In the morning and stuff, they would give out cookies and milk. Cookies and milk. We get 2 or 3 chocolate milk and some cookies for breakfast. And then we have lunch, and that was it. Because by the time we got home, everybody in the house was asleep. We all think we can do go to sleep, wake
You
back
had
up,
football
and
practice, you had
go back to
basketball
school.
practice.
Yes, sir. That's what happened, people. One meal a day. That's all we had. That was lunch at the high school. Most people around there, they're not gonna believe this. Yes, that's what happened.
Wasn't a
My
whole lot
last,
of complaining either.
ain't no I complain. My last year in high school, I played 3 sports. I played football, I played basketball, and I ran track. So we didn't have no time at all. When football season was over, basketball started. When basketball season was over, track started. So Mr. Bishop here did not how to come home at night with the rest of the kids. When my bus left school at 3:30, 4 o'clock, when Bud Manning drove the bus back into St.
Oh,
Pembroke
Bud.
out of St.
Oh,
Anne.
Bud.
Yeah, Bud Manning drove my bus. When he drove out of school, he had the kids back. Now he picked me up in the morning, but I didn't go back with him in the evening when school let out. Nowadays, my whole senior year.
But you know, if you had a couple of dollars, you go across the street and get some Dairy Queen.
I ain't have no Dairy Queen money. We had no Dairy Queen money.
That was for the privilege of us. I used
Yep,
to say,
yep.
damn, I wish I had a couple of dollars. I'd go get me a hamburger and some french fries.
Man, shoot, he could be a couple of dollars. Shoot, there was Dairy
Because a
Queen.
couple of dollars, our lunch for the week was only $2.50, wasn't
Yeah, about $2. Yeah,
it? $2,
for the
yeah.
whole week. Yeah, $2 for the
Whole
whole
week.
week.
We buy a lunch ticket and we get 5 tickets.
You get 5 lunch tickets, and we got my senior year. The people didn't even collect my lunch ticket because they knew me. Hey, you playing Play the day. Yeah, man. I got a game tonight. Football season come. I got a game tonight. Basketball said, "Yep, you got a game tonight." All during the week, they took care of us. We were the and it's just because we didn't eat but one meal, people. What we did was we let everybody during our lunch period, because we had two lunch periods. If you was on the first lunch period or the second lunch period, we always waited until the last folks and stuff in the line, and we stand in line and tell the cooks and stuff, and they knew it. Everything was left in the pan, they could put it on our plate. And then at the end, people, for our bread, they cut a loaf of bread in half and lay it out so people had their bread. Well, every time we came up there, we got our plate full of people. We got a half a loaf of bread and carried us with us to the table and got jelly and peanut butter. We had peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and we ate our lunch. That's how we only had one meal a day, Cole. When we ate, we ate.
That's the truth. That's the truth.
People, I'm telling you the awful God truth. This is what the heck happened to us. This is how we made it through. I'm telling you, this is it. How we made it through. And people, we scuffle. And everybody say, and they look around and our kids and stuff, man, they get out of school for the summer. And now one of them went off to work nowhere. When we left out of school, last day of school, next thing we had to do was find us a job for the summer. And our parents did not find us our job. We had to find our own jobs. Whether you worked in the bean field, cutting corn out of the beans, or you worked in the cornfield, chopping soybean out of the cornfields, or you did all kind of work. And then we had a friend named Moon.
Oh, there you go.
The last year, Boone's parents moved away from Pembroke and went down to St. Louis, people. And so Melvin had a truck. So come August, there was they were picking corn and everything, and they went down to the corn factory and stuff. We drove down to the factory that canned corn, the canning company. It was about 40 or 50 miles away south of us, called I forget the name of the damn town. But Moon had a truck, and we stayed down there for 7 days, damn near 10 days, working, trying to make some money because we didn't make enough money and stuff during the summertime. So we went down in August. Moon took us down in the truck. We slept underneath the truck, people. We worked 16-hour shifts. 8 hours we slept underneath his truck. I'm telling you the truth. We had Moon charged us to sleep underneath the truck. You got to pay me to sleep under the truck. He was our friend, people. We had he sleep underneath his truck. We had to pay him.
Man, Moon.
We had to pay him to
He's
sleep
an
underneath the
entrepreneur,
truck.
man. You know, he was a businessman.
I got all we ate was the corn that came off the finish line. We get cans of corn, hot corn coming out the lab. We get them cans, put them away, go out there and get us a can opener. And we just all thing we had to eat was corn. So after about 5 days of that stuff, I was underneath the truck, people, and it started raining, and I got wet, and I don't know where I caught something. I was sick underneath the truck for 3 days. I couldn't come out of the truck. I was throwing up and everything. And one of my old basketball buddies, Donald Rutter, he ain't here no more, but him and Carl Mosley, they nursed me, tried to nurse me back to health. So I had a doctor for nothing.
Doctor, please.
There wasn't no doctors anything. So finally, called his mama up. They came down there and got me and took me back home. I was sick as a dog. It's the God of the truth, people. I'm telling you the truth now. I'm telling you the truth. I'm gonna stop. Because I can talk about my friend Moon for days. And then one of y'all would realize, so how did you keep him as your friend? He almost killed me people 3 times. He damn near killed me. He shot me. I got a bullet. Had a bullet hole underneath my arm. We ain't gonna talk about that. Then we had an accident in the car. He flipped over the ditch about 5 times.
Damn, man.
And then he was coming back from school in college. And Moon hit this lady doing 80 miles an hour. Killed the people in the car. Put me in the hospital. That was it, people. My parents told me, you gotta leave that boy alone. you can't see him no more. He ain't your friend. That's the 3rd time he almost killed me. Oh boy. Oh, people, this something else. We got to end our show, people. You all just caught part of the life of Bishop and Harvey and stuff, and how we had to make it home through. and only God knows how we made it. He had to be with us. Goodbye, folks. We'll see you guys tomorrow.